Namaste, welcome to PSM Speak. Besides my talking on my usual topics, social affairs and economic policy issues, as you know, during the corona times, I have been taking the views of individuals from different walks of life. In the series, my guest today is Krishna Mayur. Krishna Mayur is a management professional. He's working as a senior manager business development and he works for an infrastructure industry in power and construction sector. Krishna Mayur is going to tell us in particular the problems of youth and unemployed. He also is going to elaborate on his 3 I's concept: initiate, invigorate and incubate. Now Krishna Mayur.
Namaste. As we are all witnessing the corona and its happenings and its impact across the globe, which is a first of its kind the world has never seen before. It is having a deep impact on our lives, especially on the health and the economy fronts. The youth, which happen to be the most vulnerable section of the society of this impact, as they are much exposed to the outer environment or the outer world. I mean there are and also due to the severe economic impact and the job losses across the globe, I feel the youth are the most vulnerable of this entire pandemic. There needs to be a systematic and a pragmatic approach solving these issues where youth are faced with the joblessness or the economic despair by moving with a very pragmatic approach. The first point would be on the social security front, where I feel there needs to be more laws or policies that needs to be in place, especially on the labor laws or the issues pertaining to the youth on the jobs and all. I feel at this point of time they are being much exploited on the job front, working overtimes, getting pay cuts, and all of a sudden being issued the termination letters. So on this point, basically the governance needs to focus much to improve the situation and put in a kind of a sense of security within the youth and install some confidence with them. The second aspect would be on the health front, where the youth himself or herself should realize that since they are being the focal point in their households, they keep moving out for groceries, they keep moving out for some purchases and things like that. They should maintain some minimum health protocol in order to keep themselves and their entire household safe, like using which the government is already publicizing, like using hand sanitizers, masks and things like that, creating more awareness within their strata to be more health conscious and other thing and issues, something like that. The third and most important point which I would like to make is that the governance and certain issues and the certain policies which they think they have made over the years to encourage startups or to encourage the youth to, especially in the public sector programs and things like that, I feel are not being exactly bearing the fruit on the ground. Because for example, most of the programs that have been happening where the youth are being only restricted to under the startup programs are being restricted to do some office supplies or to do some home office need related supplies and stationery supplies and things like that. For example, because of the geographical limitations, a startup company sitting in other city cannot supply to a public sector which is in a different city, and it is definitely economically not so viable for a person to supply the small services for an organization in another city. So I feel it's high time that the governance should think in the form of incubation from the public sector side itself, wherein they would come up with I am defining it as a 3I strategy, which would be first to inspire the youth, second is to invigorate them with the kind of programs or with the kind of projects which they want to involve with, and the third is incubate them properly with the resources, ample of resources available within the public sector itself. Example, the public sector units have large tracts of lands with them, the huge resources, and also various testing labs with them, wherein they can definitely share the design and the scope of any particular product which they need, not just with other vendors which they already have, but also with the youth, with the kind of a new cell what I am talking about. Therein, this gives a chance for youth to really involve in these kinds of projects. And probably if this kind of a policy was done or implemented in a much materialistic and a much better way, I would see this pandemic might not have been breaking the bone of the youth as it is being done now. I feel encouraging the micro, small and medium entrepreneurship among the youth in the name of startups. Startups per se doesn't mean, there is a very big petrochemical giant from our country which has floated a telecom startup. So startup, that company is not called a startup because it's already being backed by billions of funds. So startup, I would say, is a first generation entrepreneur coming from an humble background, who would want to do something in life, or who would want to excel or achieve something. By this way, creating employment and self-reliance among the youth, I would feel this would definitely at least, if not completely, but at least slow down these kinds of impacts on the global scale, and especially in our country where we have a vast population in this with very dense population. This apart, I feel that it's high time we realize about going after creating mega cities upon cities and mega cities. I feel there needs to be a complete revamp on the urban policy, where I feel there should be a much more strategic way or approach to create a sustainable city that would lay much emphasis on flora and fauna. Because of the corona impact, we all have to realize, it's high time that we realize that nature's fury is not going, anyone cannot stop the nature's fury. So in order to balance that, and in order to slightly fizzle out the overburdened dense population in creating the mega infrastructure, we are forgetting the fact that we are exploiting the we are not laying emphasis on the sustainable city model as such. So I feel the cities needs to be designed, planned in such a way that we have that the population is not a burden to it, and even the exploitation of the natural resources should not happen as it is happening right now. And I feel there is lot of urbanization and lot of mega city kind of a dream which is happening in India. Instead, we can create many sister cities, or we can create many satellite cities around one big town or a city, and probably see to it that there is a sustainable towns and cities in place. This helps in better management of the social infrastructure, and also helps us to easily maintain the health and hygiene of that particular city and its citizens. The third most important factor what I would like to suggest is, since the youth are already exposed and are already acquainted with the virtual world. I feel there are several opportunities also that are coming up this way, especially to create various virtual tools, various virtual softwares, activities. For example, creating virtual art exhibitions, creating visiting virtual museums. Since the several restrictions being laid by the governments across the globe have restricted the complete activity of art and science, I feel there needs to be a lot more emphasis, and the youth also can think in this new direction of creating various tools that involves the virtual activity of these kinds of things happen, and thereby probably set a benchmark and also grow as an individual and as a company, and think on various lines like this. There are also opportunities coming up in the health and hygiene aspect, and I urge youth not just to think on the lines of since India is more predominantly an information technology labor force, I would urge upon youth to think more on the science of humanities, arts, the core management and the core engineering side. That would help us to diversify, acquire knowledge, and also to grow the country as such, and also be helpful to ourselves and get us empowered ourselves. With the right measures, we can limit the impact of this kind of pandemic, and also minimize the scars that it leaves behind. We must aim to build back better society, so that new systems are safer, fairer and more sustainable than those that allowed this crisis to happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna Mayur, for your valuable suggestions. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you have subscribed to my channel. If not, please do it now. Click that subscribe button below this video. And after that, click on that bell icon to get the notifications as and when I upload a new video to this channel, PSM Speak. Thank you.